guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be another video on an army that you can put together for 150 euros for the models. And we are looking this time at Highborn Elves. So for the Highborn Elves we currently have this list. I'm using the new recruit software. I'll zoom in a bit so you can see it a bit better. So new recruit is a website, it's also an app. You can download it for free, use it for free. And it has all the different rules of 9th Age embedded in the software, where you can have all the armies, you can select all kinds of different equipments for your different pieces that you use, and it will automatically calculate the point costs for your units. In the end, you can also get a nice overview of the list, and this time we are looking at this Highborn Elf list, which I think can be quite decent in the game. So we have a mage as a general, wizard master cosmology. Just to give you some magic, we have a commander BSB with High Warden of the Flame. I think this is not that popular of a choice compared to some other choices, but it fits in with the theme of having your Flame Wardens in special. Then we have the Sea Guard, which is a multifunctional unit, which is quite nice to have, with some shooting and also some combat capabilities. Some archers. Flame Wardens in special, as I said, these are going to be one of your main combat units. The Knights of Rima are going to be your heavy hitters in the list, and cavalry. And then you have the Sea Guard Reapers, mostly also to encourage your opponent to come to watch you. I think it's going to be quite a nice balanced list that will allow you to learn how to play Highborn Elves quite well. And they're also mostly units that you will be needing later on and will be using still. So what kind of models would we use for this army? I would suggest the Elf army of Mantic games. So the Elves in Mantic, they are a faction where there's plenty of models. So you have Drake Riders, you have a Lord on a Dragon, you have light cavalry, you have all kinds of characters, you have chariots. Basically you have everything that you would need for a Highborn Elf army, for example. So what would you be buying? I would suggest to get the Elf Army box, then 2 times the Bolt Thrower, and then the Stormwind Cavalry Regiment box. So the Elf Army, as you can see, it gives you, I can zoom in a bit, it gives you the different infantry that you need basically. So you have the the spears, so the citizen, the Sea Guard. You have the archers, and you also have a special unit of infantry, which is going to be your Flame Wardens. They don't have a picture here, but then again, they are there, and you can use them for that. They also have already the 2 bolt throwers, so you actually don't really need any further bolt throwers. So with that, you only need the Stormwind Cavalry, and then with 90 euros plus 40 euros, you're at 130. You still have 20 euros to spend on character models if you would like to do so. Even though the box already comes with this this character model, so that could already be your BSB. So you would only need a mage, and that is quite easy to find in the entire range that they have. For example, here you could take the Mage Queen. I think this is a bit of a less interesting model, but then again, everybody has his own preferences. So with that, we basically have rounded out the army. Then we can go to Warhall. So this is a software that also allows you to play online against anyone that you can find. It has a lobby, so it's going to be quite easy to find opponents. But it's also nice to just get a room on the software yourself and just try out your army a bit. Because it does enable you to just freely move around your armies and get a bit of a view of how your army would fill the table space. So for example, I can put my bolt throwers on the hill. Something that a lot of people do. Then you have your Flame Wardens and the Sea Guard to basically form your battle line, and then you have the Knights of Rima set up to countercharge. It seems maybe like the army is not that big, but then again, this part of the army is going to do damage every single turn. So you will be able to put a lot of pressure on your opponent, and then the Knights of Rima with advanced 9 are going to be threatening quite far. Next additions I think would be to include some chaff units. These are light units that you use to just clog up the center line basically to get favorable matchups for yourself. So something like the Illyrian or the Align Reavers that are in the list, or the Great Eagles, those might work quite well to help you further in the game. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you the next time.